Some fishy going on here. What the hell? Houston, we have a problem. I don't know if I'm streaming or not. I can't see if my live... There's nothing showing up on my end. I have no idea if I'm streaming or not. Oh. Let's check my channel here, see what's going on. Am I actually live or not? I have no idea. Son of a bitch! Okay, bloody thing. Rightio, there we go. Okay, check, microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Mary had a little lamb and she was white as snow. 144p, that's fine. Bing bang bosh. Hopefully my internet lasts this time. A couple of failed attempts at streaming. Don't know what's going on today. Wonky internet. Coronavirus babies or kids streaming bloody Fortnite. You know how it goes, don't you, Kylie? These bloody Fortnite children taking up all my taking up all our bandwidth on the internet. Bloody Fortnite. Anyways, my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. We are about to kick off episode 2 of Valley Crest Farms here, which is version 1.4. So the map has been updated by the map maker. I did a little bit of a pre-test yesterday. If you watch yesterday's live stream or the replay, give you an idea of what I tested and what I looked at. There are other things still to be checked out. To my knowledge, I have seen some reports on the interwebs that there are still some issues with factories that don't work. Some of the mining especially has been mentioned as not functioning correctly. So that is a bit of an issue, a concern. But I'm not going to be doing any mining, certainly not right away. It's going to take me a while to get into the mining aspect of the map. So my friends, okay, so let me go through with you what I have done, what I have changed. So I started in new farmer mode. Okay, what I did was I sold off everything except this trailer. So this is what you get, when you start the map. I kept this trailer, and I kept the easy shed here. So that was the only two things that I kept. I sold everything else. And then when I started the map off in new farmer mode, you got a number of fields. So for example, you got 22, 23, and I believe 15. So I'm not entirely sure exactly how many fields it was, but it was something around this area. So what I did was I borrowed money. Once you have a certain number of fields, you're allowed to obviously, borrow from the bank. So I borrowed $3 million off the bank, and I bought more fields with that money. So you can see here, I bought like 12 and 14 and 11 and 24. So, I expanded my little empire, as it were. So this is what I own at the moment. This is a nice central little area here. It should be more than enough to get me started and get going on the map. So what I did was then I bought quite a few pieces of equipment. So I purchased the 6M here. I purchased the 8330. I purchased outright the Alexion 8900. Okay, so I owned all these. I also purchased the Rubicon 9000, as you can see here. So that's very, very expensive. So between these two pieces of equipment here, that was $1 million for both of these, I purchased the 45-foot Draper header, the Horse Pronto, the Sulky 50 meter, your usual stuff here, front loader attacher, blah, blah, blah. Nothing really unusual there. Then I leased a bunch of equipment. So we have an autoload trailer. For some reason, I decided to rent a cotton harvester. I'm not quite sure why I did that. We got your 52,000 liter Stroutman trailer, which is excellent. We got our Umberford 332 subsoiler. We got the Horse. This is a planter. It does, sunflowers and corn and stuff like that. Lime spreader stuff for doing grass work and hay, whatever, baling technology. So we have quite a few machines here rented, which is eventually going to cost me quite a bit of cash to rent or to pay the loan. So then what we did was, for example, on fields 23 and 22. So when I originally started the map, there was potatoes and sugar beets on both of those fields. I reset those fields to 0. Okay, so cultivated and plowed these two. They needed to be plowed anyways. Most of these fields needed to be limed as well, so I did that. I pretty much reset 14 and 12. I harvested field 15. There was wheat on it, so I have a straw swap there. I have to pick that up. So what we have here, we have 11 and 24. They're growing at the moment. So this is almost in its final stage. This is probably the first stage. Soil composition. You can see there, I'm going to have to give a little spray of water on these 3 fields here. You're working on grass right now. Excellent day. Good stuff. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. We're in a fairly healthy position. The fields are looking good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this field a bit of a squirt with our most awesome sulky sprayer here. This piece of kit is awesome. 50-meter spread. Pretty much the best in game. It doesn't get any better than this piece of kit. So we're gonna squirt a little bit of juice onto these fields, and we're gonna pick up the straw here. We're gonna put it away. I'm not gonna be making bales out of it, not for a while, anyways. So I guess we'll do 14 next. So with this piece of kit, it doesn't take very long to do a field. I mean, I can pretty much do this entire field in one pass. Pretty sure I can, actually. So there you go. That's 50 meters right there. Look at that. Not awesome. do the entire field in just one simple pass. So he's completed his task. Okay. So there we go. We'll get onto the bottom here and just finish off this stuff here. So this is the 6M, John Deere 6M. You know, there was a modified version that came out recently. So I just decided to, give it a shot, download it, see what it was like. Does the job, you know. It's a nice medium-sized tractor. Nothing, nothing crazy about it. Off. So also what I did was I bought 25,000 liters of seed and fertilizer, and I stored that away. I bought 8,000 liters of pig food, just in case, I'll need it later on, maybe if I start to do pigs. So, just to have a little bit of a starting food supply for the piggies. I bought about, I don't know, 8,000 liters of fuel. I bought 18,000 liters of herbicide. So I have all the basics to get the farm going. Now, as I said, I do owe $3 million now to the bank, and I have every intention of paying that back eventually. Eventually, I'll stress that eventually. We're not going to be doing it right away because we've too many things to think about in having bank managers hollering at us down the phone demanding their money back. Don't know about this tractor though. It's a little bit, I don't know. It's a little bit slidey, this tractor. That's how I describe things. Slidey. I had a front loader attacher on this tractor and an 1800 kilogram front weight, and it was pulling down the front of the tractor. It was the back wheels were raised off the ground a little bit. Not quite sure what's going on with that, to be honest. So we've got a few mods today. Nothing, too outrageous or radical. Okay. Nothing that really interested me, though, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, I'm wondering, subsoiler. Should I rent another subsoiler? And maybe go for a red one this time? And maybe swap things up. So I got this one. So I think I'm gonna go for this one next. So we will be planting these fields now as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. Probably soybeans, because you get good money from soybeans. So, as I said, if you had seen yesterday's video, we talked about how I had abandoned version 1.3 of this map, which is Valley Crest Farms, which is a 4X PC map. And this map is not on the mod hub, obviously. It is far too... you need a fairly beefy computer to run this map. So your average PC would have problems, struggle. So that's another reason why, you know, when people say it's not just because you have maps that are, you know, 4x maps or whatever. I know that the mod hub will only accept 2x maps, but it's not just about that. It's also about the level of, you know, GPU power and CPU power, mostly GPU power, that is necessary to run some of these maps, because, you know, these are you know, there's a lot of detail on these maps. They're high resolution, they have very high poly counts. They have a lot of objects on the map that you know, most average PCs would not be able to run. Hey, Primal Extras? Primal Extras? How are you, sir? How are things? Oh shit. Oh, holy buckets. See, that's what happens when you read the chat. I just caused about $10,000 worth of damage there. Holy buckets. So there are, you know, there are reasons why, you know, there are certain maps that don't appear on the mod hub. And it's not necessarily related to the size of the map. There we go. Let's get a trailer here. So we're going to be picking up the old turning radius on this. I love this fast tracks. You know, they're like my absolute favorite tractor. But their turning radius is pretty limited. It really is, and especially with twin wheels. You know, so you know, when you turn, it's very limited turning radius compared to other tractors that I've seen out there. But it's still my absolute most favorite. I do not, unfortunately, my friend, I do not host multiplayer games. I am essentially a kind of a single player person, mostly. And you know, I would have to know the person. You know, if I was to engage in multiplayer, I would actually, you know, I would have to know the person. Not a personal slight against anybody, but you know, it's just my personal preference. There you go. Kylie's on Xbox One there. Feel free to share your Xbox, whatever they call them, avatars or screen names or whatever. I don't know what they call it. How is mom and dad, Kylie? Hope Farmer Pierce and Farmer Buttons are doing well. Hopefully they haven't gone completely insane with the whole lockdown situation. I am assuming, and I stress assuming, that you are, you know, that you are on lockdown yourself, and you know, you haven't maybe seen your parents in a while. I am assuming once again that you're not living with them. This bloody thing is not picking up the straw very well. What's going on with this now? See that? It really isn't picking up the straw very well. And I'm going fairly slow. Well, that's really should be picking this up better. What the hell? Oh dear, that's not good. And PS4s, of course, are selling like hotcakes right now, and they're hard to come by. Holy buckets! Yeah, not good when you're My PS4 goes kaput. And you know, if my PC for some reason was to go pear-shaped, I have no backup. So if any one of my components, you know, dies, that's pretty much it for me. You know, if my CPU goes dead or my power supply or you know whatever, you know, I don't have any you know backups. I mean, I do have a laptop, but it's like garbage. There's not going to be very much straw off this bloody field. Let's see, it's not picking that up. The hell, dude? So yeah, I think we'll probably plant soybeans with it. I think. We'll just get the last little bits up here. It was excellent to see Mr. Julian Haw, the FS19 consultant himself, back in the saddle, as it were, yesterday. Welcome back, Julian. Great to have you back, sir. But, you know, take it easy. Last thing you want to do is to you know, have a recurrence of your, you know, your issues that put you out of the commission in the first place. So, you know, ease back into it, my friend, and you'll be fine. There we go. There we go. I wonder why. I wonder why I took a dump. What's you don't happen? Am I supposed? Are you not? Hold on a second. No. Let me phrase this correctly. I assume that you're not technically savvy in the sense that um, you know, you don't know what happened to it, or do you? Can it be repaired or something? So all we got is like 29,000 liters of straw. I mean, that's garbage. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I've gone completely the wrong way. I wonder if he has fixed the bloody... So you see this, right? Okay. Now you should be able to go into any of this area here and get the unload trigger, okay? But what I had a problem with 1.3 is that there was only a tiny sliver of an area just here that would only, you know, where the, you know, the trigger would only come up. So I'm just wondering if he has fixed this. Okay, so let me test that again. So let's see if I can go here and go like this and see it pop up. If it does, then... Well, it does. That's... And I could be wrong about that, but that does seem a little better. So let me go over here. So yeah, he seems to have fixed that. Yay! Good stuff, man. Good stuff. He's fixed it. Perfect. Because as I said, you know, with 1.3 there was a tiny little area here, and you had to be very precise, you know, to get the, you know, the empty or the unload trigger. So he's fixed that. Ah. Well, I mean, see, you may not know how to do it. In a situation like that, what I would do personally, but you kind of have to be, a bit savvy. Uh, I would just install a fresh copy of the operating system, and just start from scratch, so you can get rid of all the junk and garbage and all the software, and there might be malware or stupid little programs that have kind of crept onto your hard drive over the time. So as one option, it's something that I do personally, is wipe the hard drive and do a fresh install. There are tutorials on YouTube as to how to do that, but you do need a certain level of technical or software competency to do it. I'm not very good with software myself. I'm more of the hardware side of things. But I can install the operating system and stuff. And it's kind of one thing that you learn. I used to build computers for a living, so that was what kind of one of the things that you learn is to install software and configure BIOS and that type of thing. I wonder what this is. It this a bunker or something? It is interesting. Oh no, I didn't realize there was a second bunker here. That's a big ass bunker right there. Look at the size of this thing. Holy buckets. There has also been changes here. I don't know if you guys remember in version 1.3, there was a water tank that was here, okay? And it was literally wrapped, wrapped around this pole here. I don't know what it was, but in 1.4 it's disappeared completely. And now I can put down the animal pen extension. So these popped up with 1.4. They weren't there in version 1.3. So it looks like animal pen extension support has been added. And that's what I've done here. So I have the water spout here. Okay. So you just walk up here and then you just, you can refill the water thingy here. So I think what we're going to do now, my friends, is I think we're going to start doing some planting and seeding. If I can find my equipment, that is. So I guess we'll plant. I think we'll plant soybeans for now, because that's where the money is, generally speaking, in soybeans. We are going to save the game there. Can do that there. So let's see what happens here. Is he putting down a second squirt? He isn't, son of a bitch. So I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that's fine. So we do have the crops here growing. There's no weeds. It's fertilized 100%. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . We have our herbicide sprayer here. So we can probably go down now and get the other piece of equipment here. So since we're planting soybeans, obviously this one supports soybeans, and since the fields are all cultivated and everything, I can just work away. So this is a 12-meter job here. Now I could probably use another tractor, but I've only got 50,000 left, so I don't know if that's going to be doable. So hopefully with both of these guys working away, we should get this done, fairly quickly. Now I should probably put headlands on this. I think that's what I'm going to do. Give the workers an easier time of things. That should help the situation a bit there. Diamond Isaac, how the heck are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. What's going on? Any news, scandal, gossip? What did you guys think of today's mods? We're getting a hell of a lot of trailers recently for some reason. Huge amount of trailers coming out. I don't quite know why that's happening, but it is what it is. So he's going to do that. What the hell is this guy doing? Why is he turning around in circles? Dude, seriously. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Yeah, everyone is going to have to do things digitally now via the internet. It's going to be a new experience for a lot of people, I think. So we'll just put headlands on the top and bottom. Oh, bugger. Okay. Now, in the real world, you would never ever do this. So see the way I turned around like that? You would never do that in real life. You would rip the crap out of the shanks and everything, and your planter would just be in bits if you did something like that in the real world. Oh, a lot of bloody birds! Get out of here, birds! I wonder, maybe for the next version of Farming Simulator, or if someone could create a mod that, you know, if you were in the vicinity of birds, right? So, you know, within a certain range, okay? And you beeped at them in the tractor, that they would move on, you know, they would fly off, you know, that they would react to, you know, being, you know, beeped at. I mean, they react to, you know, when your tractor kind of gets in their vicinity, you know. But it would be interesting maybe if you could just beep at them and they would just fly off. I'm not sure if that's even possible. Probably only a PC only mod if it was possible. It'd have to be some kind of a scripting thing. So you see the birds up there? You know, if I did that, you know, it's only when you know, the tractor gets close to them that they fly off. And maybe in the next farming simulator they could put different types of animals, different types of birds, instead of just bloody crows. You know, it would be nice if there was, you know, a variety of different animals, you know, available. Instead of a dog, I'd love to see a cat. What happened there? I missed something there. Is there a line there? Quite sure what happened there. So yeah, we're going to plant everything in soybeans, and eventually we're going to speed up time a little bit. We're going to harvest our 2 straw fields that we have, and straw fields, or wheat fields, and then collect the straw. So how is everybody coping with the old lockdown? Um, I gotta tell you, it's becoming increasingly difficult to differentiate what bloody day of the week it is. There's been times in the last 2 or 3 weeks when I thought a day was something else. Um, you know, especially at the weekends. You know, you kind of think it's a bloody Monday and it's it ends up being a Saturday. Man, I hope this whole lockdown situation doesn't continue on too long. I don't think people are built for this type of situation psychologically. And I still wonder how the hell people are going to survive. Um, no money is being generated. You know, no one is earning any money. Money is just, you know, going out of your bank account or whatever, and to pay for food and bills and, you know, insurance or health premiums, whatever. And there's no money coming in. You know, it's a one-way street. So what's going to happen in 2 or 3 months when, you know, people have no money? What the hell? I mean, you're going to have half the planet's population with no money. I mean, I don't know. Crazy, crazy time. Really. I mean, I mean, I know that's been a constant issue for Australians. That whole situation, with water. Mr. Aussie, I don't know if you know Mr. Aussie. You probably do. Well, yeah, I mean they have had severe drought issues, and of course the whole fire thing. So yeah, it seems to be a constant problem in Australia. But even here in Ireland, we've had very little rain over the winter period. Very little rain. Um, and you know, even about a week into the whole lockdown situation, uh, Irish Water, which is you know our kind of main company. We don't have individual companies, water companies. We have just one, water company in Ireland. But anyways, they started advising people to conserve water as much as possible. Because everyone was staying inside, children at home all the time. Obviously, with the whole outbreak situation, people were cleaning and disinfecting and washing and being much more hygienic than they would say normally. So water was being used, and the water levels in the reservoirs and whatnot was starting to drop. Really. So it's kind of like other countries where they it's not a public utility anymore. Then it's water has been privatized, like in other countries. Well, luckily that hasn't happened here yet in Ireland. Now they did try it. They did try to do it, but there was mass. Uh, I don't know. Protests were the word, but it was in Ireland. They tried to privatize the whole water thing, and people just weren't having it. Because water is considered by most people to be an essential, part of life and living. So, they tried to charge people money, and that didn't go down well, and politicians didn't get re-elected, and there was a huge amount of upheaval in Ireland about it. So eventually they decided to abandon the plans to privatize the water service and system in Ireland, which is a good thing. So these fields are fairly small, I have to say. And there's not going to be much of a yield off these fields. But they'll do for now, it'll do just to get me going and earn a little bit of income. Because I will have to start. Excuse me. I'll have to start once we all the rented vehicles are costing money, so they'll have to be paid back eventually. There we go. So I don't have any dedicated grass fields on my little farm area, but there is the borders of the fields. I can mow them. I should be able to get an okay amount of grass from, you know, the border areas and stuff, you know, and just mow anything that I see. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix up a few little spots there. I missed that piece there. And there was something over here, didn't I? I did, okay. There we go. So we'll just do the outside edge here. So something is blocked by an object. Bloody hell. Okay. Okay. So I should probably put a headland on the bottom here as well. Let's get that there. Alrighty then. It's a little bit difficult here. So I was reading one report yesterday about a scientist saying that we will have to be in self-isolation or observing social distancing until 2022. Can you imagine half the planet, you know, doing that? I mean, what would that do to, you know, the world economy? I don't think people are going to. I don't think people are going to do that. I can't see it. You know, isolate for the next 18 months. I just can't see people doing something like that. Are you kidding me? What the fuck, dude? Oh, you son of a bitch. $2024? Yeah. Oh my god. Whoever comes up with the cure or a vaccine, whatever pharmaceutical company does it, they're going to be, they're going to make a hell of a lot of money. Outlaw Buck, how are you, sir? How are things? Good to see you, my friend. They're going to make a hell of a lot of money because, you know, 2 or 3 billion people will probably want a vaccine or a cure. Oh, there's going to be a lot of money to be made. A lot of money to be made. So as you can see, Outlaw Buck, this is version 1.4. I think you and me were discussing this map and the issues on it. Well, he's fixed the barn. I don't know if you've seen yesterday's stream. I kind of went over, some of the, the problems that I had, the areas that I had problems on. Well, he's fixed the barn. He appears to have fixed the worker issues, with field definitions. It also appears that he has fixed some of the trigger, the size of the triggers and stuff. On So that's why I'm back. That's why I'm back playing Crest Farms again. As I said, I had abandoned the map, but since there was a new update, I just decided to give it another shot because I do really like the map. But so far so good. The problems do appear to be fixed. But once I get deeper into the gameplay, I'll figure out if there are any more potentially game-breaking problems. As I said, I did notice 2 or 3 comments saying that mining activities and mining production still appear to be broken. So hopefully the modder in question will fix those issues. He has added a Easter egg production, believe it or not. So that was hilarious. He's added charcoal production. He's added a lot of production. He's added gold bar production, which is interesting. I don't know yet if he's fixed the fish production. I'll have to check that out eventually. I mean, eventually I will start doing some of the production tasks, but not right away. Really? Yeah, Easter eggs. Yeah, there's Easter egg production. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's up here. Is this it? No, hold on a second. I'll see can I find it. So that's gold bars, carton, charcoal. Charcoal was added. Okay. Pallet fabrication, butcher. Oh, I think this is it. That has to be it, hasn't it? Yeah, it is. Look. Easter egg production. Look at that. So I don't know what you need. So your inputs, eggs, carton, and eggs, carton, and an empty pallet, and you get Easter eggs out of it. So, so that's been added there. That's hilarious. That was probably just added for Easter and stuff. Oh no, what's on the back of this place? Waffles. Cool hats. So it's at the back of the building. So that's hilarious. 1.4.1. Interesting. Do you happen to know where that is located, Mr. Outlaw Book? If I smurf you up, could you maybe post the link for me in the chat if you can? Because I would want to certainly I'd want to upgrade to that and get that patched up as soon as I can. Hopefully it doesn't require a bloody a new game save. If it does, I'm going to be seriously pissed off. Please don't require a new game save. Oh, that would be a nightmare. Is it on some kind of one of his Facebook pages or Nexus Mods or something? Or American Eagle Mods? I did check the usual suspect websites before I came on, and I didn't see anything about an updated version of this map. I would definitely like to get my hands on it if I can. Hey Nathaniel, how are you, sir? So Nathaniel, do you know where this new update for Crest Farms is? 1.4.1? Is it on any of the dodgy websites yet? So, I haven't seen it. Mod hoster. Interesting. Modhoster.de or Modhoster US, I wonder? I'll check it out in a second. Let me just finish off doing the headlands here. And then I can pull up Modhoster on my PC and see can I find it. Gotta do the old headlands first in this field. Some of these fields here are not very worker friendly because of the various objects that are the shapes, and so you do have to do a little bit of babysitting to kind of get them prepared, doing headlands and that type of thing. There is an updated version according to Outlaw Buck for Crest Farms. It's version 1.4.1. So there it is. It suggests that there's some kind of an emergency bug fix or something that he's issued. He's saying it's on Modhoster. I don't know if it's .de or .us. It's probably one or the other. So once I finish the headlands here, I'll take a look for it myself. I don't know if I should if I do find it, I don't know if I'm going to restart the game or not. I'll see. Right, let me turn around here. There was a modified version of the Horse Pronto, and it was a really good one. But there was a problem with it in that the working speed. It's normally like 12. For some reason, the modified version that I downloaded was only 6. And I couldn't fix the issue with it, and it was a lovely mod as well. It was it had some very nice additions to it, but just it's a little bit buggy, a little bit scripty buggy. It'll be interesting to see what happens here with the worker. What will he do once he gets to the top here? There we go. Modhoster.de. Modhoster. Okay. Mod pack. Holy buckets, 1.76 gigabytes. Lord have mercy. Woo! That is a beast. Recent mods. Past 24 hours. Maps. Son of a bitch. Second here. It's not working out for me. The hell, dude? Just give me a second here, guys. I need to go through and get this bloody thing. Get some problems here. Get some problems here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alrighty then. Modhoster.de. Valley Crest Farms. Well, it is 1.4.1. Interesting. Bugger, it's in German. Son of a Sasquatch. Google Translate. Intertext. Okay, here we go. So here is the changes for 1.4.1. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop that. Fixed greenhouse, fixed carpentry, fixed refinery, fixed sawmill, fixed butchery, carton, fixed empty pallets, also sell. Okay, so that's from Google Translate. So yeah, so one of them was 1.4.1, 213 downloads today from it. So I'm downloading it now. There are 7 comments. Placeable sawmill pack. Placeable sawmill pack. Let me just so can I get this to translate as well? Google Translate. Okay. Right, so I'm downloading 1.4.1 right now. I'm going to need to let me just get this up and running again. All right, Diamond, thank you for tuning in, sir. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm downloading 1.4.1 at the moment, and we'll see how that goes. Son of a bitch! Look at this shit. Jesus. There does appear to be quite a number of fixes in that. So that was the 15th of April, which is today. Today is the 15th, it is, yes. So yeah, I'm losing track of time, my friends. So yeah, that is a brand new patch that has been issued for this map. I don't know if it's going to require a new game save though. I wonder, will it? So I still have this to do here. Okay. Oh, bugger. I'm gonna have to put headlands on this as well. So yeah, it does appear to be there is a number of production factory fixes there. Hopefully the map maker keeps up the pressure and keeps fixing the bugs. And hopefully it doesn't need a new bloody game save. If it does need a new game save, then what I'm doing here is probably utterly pointless, you know, because everything's going to get reset. So it might be a fool's errand I'm on here doing any planting. Hey, Tiny, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. What is going on? How are things in Climax, Minnesota? Yes, yes, you did hear me correctly say Climax, Minnesota. That is a real place. Uh, it's a very, very small town in Minnesota. Population of under 200 people, I believe. Under 300, something like that. Uh, have you managed to secure any work yet, Tiny? Or has the lockdown put the brakes on that? I know Farmer Min has been, helping you out and stuff like that with the employment situation. Oh, you haven't officially become residents as yet. Yeah, you know what, my friend, you bloody hell, you moved to Minnesota, for things to improve for yourself and your family. And then this bloody, because I was thinking about it the other night, then this bloody coronavirus thing, and you got like hit again. You know what I mean? It's like the gods are conspiring against you or something like that. It's unbelievable. Like, you can't catch a break, my friend. Oh Jesus! What the hell is this guy doing? What's he? Where are you going, idiot? What a muppet! I mean, look at that headland. There should be plenty of space for this guy to turn around. Loads of area there for him to turn around, but no. Yeah, the construction industry in Ireland has essentially collapsed. Like nothing is. House prices have collapsed. I mean, the entire economy has collapsed here. Uh, Everybody, you have about 700,000 people lost their jobs within the space of 2 weeks, and they are all now on, well, we call it social welfare, or social security, whatever they call it in the US, the US version of it. So, oh shit. What's going on here? Oh, bugger. What are you playing at the moment, Tiny? Are you on No Man's Land or something? So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Should I update the map to 1.4.1? I mean, I could do it. You know, I'll have to kind of not stop the stream, but you know, my screen will go blank. You know, go black while I do the update process. So, you know, I can do it. I don't know what should I do. I don't necessarily want to. Hold on a second. What's Nathaniel posting there? What map are you playing at the moment, Tiny? Are you playing the new Alien Gym map? What's it called? Mercedes-Benz Actros. Okay. Number of cars. Just check out these mods here. See what's here. Show all recent mods. So I'm on modhoster.com here on my mobile phone, and I'm just checking out the link that Nathaniel just posted there. That ideal extension, it's okay. I don't use it that much though. USA Legend. Was there an update 1.1.0.3? Yeah, nothing too substantial there. Okay. No Man's Land. Alrighty then. Right, so there's one more field to do. I think. No, there isn't. Just two. Two and a bit. One and a bit. Okay, so the workers do appear to be, you know, doing what they should be doing and behaving the way they should be. So that's a good thing. I was having problems with 1.3 of this map where workers were not behaving themselves. So that does appear to be fixed. Okay, I'm going to stop that there. Is this all done now? Check this out. No. No, he's missed a bit. How many buckets? Right, let's get this last little section here. Yeah, just a tiny little section there. Okay. So there's my little slice of the world there, as you can see. So all that's left to do now is fuel 26. And I'm going to hold off doing that. I want to check out this map update. I want to figure out if I'm going to, update it or not. There's a little bit more to it. I will have to quit the game in order to install it. And then I'm going to have to replace the zip file in my mod folder. Okay, so there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game here. I'm going to quit the game. I am going to... No, I need to... give me a second here. While I do this, guys, just bear with me. I need to unzip this folder. Just to see what's in the actual folder. So there should be mods within the folder itself, which there is. So there's 2 of them. Okay, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is uninstall that. I'm going to uninstall that. So now the game should restart itself. Now, if you guys want to hold on, now the screen will go blank, but just bear with me. So, just stick around there. It shouldn't take too long to do this. I just have to copy and paste and stuff. There we go. Refresh. Okay, now I'm going to have to start the game again. So Steam is going to take its sweet ass time to load it up because it's recognized it as a... and the game data might need to be built up as well. So let's see what happens here. See if I screw things up. Oh, there we go. 1.4.1. There you go, my friends. Crest Farms 1.4.1. Yay! Thank you, Outlaw Buck. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that, sir, for keeping me to that update. I wasn't aware of it. So what you get 2 files with this. You get the man rubbish cart, which is here. Right. So there is some kind of, I don't know, rubbish collection or delivery or something like that. I don't know what they call it. Alright, no problem, sir. Nathaniel, thank you for tuning in, my friend. We shall see you again. So yeah, this is 1.4.1. Let's see what happens. So we're going to enable everything again. Have you noticed anything dodgy, fishy, or game-breaking about it, Outlaw? I wish you could fix that helicopter problem. That's super annoying, that helicopter shit. Alright, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Helicopter. That really pisses me off, that helicopter. Absolutely annoying. Ooh, what happened there? What happened there? Let's see this. What happened there? See that? Oilseed radish. You see that? There's oilseed radish on the field. What the hell happened? What the hell happened to my field? No. Something happened there. Something definitely happened. See that? Oilseed radish? Isn't that interesting? So that's soybeans and oilseed radish. So you can see it there. For some reason, what I just put down, uh, what's up here? I mean, everything is in the correct location. I'm going to have to use this now, won't I, to fix that? Oh, look at that, oilseed radish. Something happened. The machine must have gotten reset. Brewery pallets missing text still. That's it so far. I mean, I'm not that deep into it yet, whereby I'll be doing any factory production. As long as the basic stuff is there, and that should allow him time to fix anything else. Where the hell am I? Okay. So I'm gonna have to replant this in. For some reason, what I just put down has kind of reset itself to oilseed radish for some reason. But it's not a major big deal, it's easy to, replant over it. As long as everything hasn't been completely reset, and it doesn't look like it. So I think that should be it there. Alright, sir. No problem. The only brown water I have is Coca-Cola. I do not partake in the hard stuff myself. So there's still a little bit there. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. A little bit left. So now I'm gonna have to fix this up as well. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. Yeah, this will be easy to fix up. In fact, the worker should do it, shouldn't he? He should do it. Hopefully he'll do it. Yes, I'm one of the, it's like the leprechauns at the end of the rainbow. Those mythical things that purport to exist. An Irishman that does not drink. It's just incredible. What's on this thing? Hold on a second. What the hell? Holy buckets, the bloody fields have reset, haven't they? Look at this. You see 26. I bloody the fields have reset themselves. Did you see that? So hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? Why am I on field 26? I don't own the damn thing. I'm a complete muppet. Oh my god. So I thought I owned this field. I don't own this field at all. What an idiot. Holy buckets. Don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I gave up the old brown water. No, I was never a real, drinker, the odd social drink, but I gave it up completely in 1998. Or, just never really appealed to me, you know. So I'm gonna move this guy out of the way here. So that should have fixed it up. It did. Yay! Okay, now there we are. So that's all done. So the update hasn't seemed to have affected anything, radically or drastically. It does appear to have kept things. So that mod that came out, added realism thingy, where low-lying areas will have water on them. So I think this is what that is. I'm not entirely sure. So I have that mod enabled. Do I have a cow? I wonder, has my cow reset? My cow has reset, hasn't it? Oh, it hasn't. What's he doing over here? What's wrong with him? Is it too warm or something? Why are you underneath the shade? Come on, dude. Get with the program. Move on. Come on. Boosh. So let me just zip around here and see if anything else is amiss. I mean, I haven't done that much, So if something was reset, it's not going to be radical. I don't know if I remember that being there. Get a rooster? 2 white, a black. Oh, you're an idiot. 1. There you go. There you go, chaps. Have at it. There we go. Well, yeah, especially in the current situation where we're all going to have to make certain budgetary cuts, with everything the way it is. Do we have to go to the next sea tank here? Do we have to open That's it. There we go. That's it. That's what I wanted. Okay. So this is the shop area here. It's I mean, if you have large equipment, you're never going to get it in there. But for right now, I'll just use it. I'll probably switch it to something else later on. Put a toolbox down or something. So that was pretty damn quick. You know, he put out an update fairly sharpish. It's always good when you know, map makers fix problems. It'd be nice if I could actually talk to the map maker. I assume he's German. Hey, Totster, how are you, sir? How's things? Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, we are on Valley Crest. Now, I probably should have edited the title of the stream. We are on Valley Crest Farms version 1.4.1. And which is the absolute very latest version of this map. What are you up to, sir? What are you playing at the moment? How is everything doing with yourself and the family? How are you dealing and coping with your isolation? Or lockdown, how do you choose to describe it? Not too bad. Not too bad now. Just catching up on a little bit of farming here. I might play something else later on. You know, I'm gonna try and switch things up a little bit. So as you know, I did a little bit of Bioshock Infinite or Bioshock Remastered the other day. I was thinking about I don't know, maybe playing one of my Lego games, maybe Lego DC Villains. I don't know, people would be into that stuff, you know. But I want to try and switch things up, do something a little bit different, you know. I've got like 100 games in my Steam library. So you know, it might be time to start to utilize them instead of just constantly playing and streaming Farming Simulator. And before anyone says anything, Lego games are awesome. They are the bomb. I will not have anybody say anything that, oh, it's only intended for children. No, adults can play Lego games as well. There was an I don't know about other platforms, but on on Android, there was an update for Farming Simulator 20. So there was a changelog on my phone. It allowed they added the ability to change the time duration. So you know, like the time scale. It allowed you to adjust that. There was some some new options for improvements to the steering thingy. I think DJ Goham, what's the word I'm looking for? He highlighted my comment or something, so yeah, I did post a changelog in one of his videos. Well, it's not a big changelog or anything. It's only like a couple lines of text, so it doesn't appear to be any any serious or major update. I've been watching Animal Crossing. I'd love to play that. It looks really fun. I'd love to play it. Well, I don't have a Switch, but from what I've seen, that's like a highly addictive and layered game. You could probably sink a few thousand hours into it. So yeah. One of the reasons I like the Lego games as well is that the modern games, there's a lot of value in them because you could put in, I don't know, 200 or 300 hours. They have these open world areas and they have like hundreds and hundreds of, puzzles and things to solve. So they're great value for money. Shite. Don't know about the 6M, I gotta tell you. I don't know. I'm not. The steering on it isn't great. I gotta tell you now. I don't think it's because of this is a modified version of the 6M. It came out last week or something. There's just something about the steering that's kind of a bit off. And I don't think it's to do with the Giants version. I think it's something to do with the modder. It's a little bit slidey, It just doesn't handle the way it should. If that makes sense. And I think that's more to do with the modder. I think he might have adjusted something. So there we go. We are fully juiced up and fueled up. Holy buckets, this tractor doesn't have depth. What the hell? Why does this tractor not have depth? I just noticed that now. Son of a sandwich. I don't know about this now. Might have to look for another 6M out there. See if I can find one. Can anyone point me to a 6M, a John Deere 6M that has AdBlue or DEF support? Does anybody know? So this is the one that I got. This came out last week. You know, the one where you can juice up the engine to the 206 horsepower, and you can do the tinted windows. And then the configuration. What's this? So this bloody thing. I don't know. There's something about this tractor. I need one with DEF. That's what I need. And that doesn't have DEF support either. Interesting. 265 liters. So this is the fuel capacity has been increased to 320. Interesting. I hadn't noticed that before. Interesting. The speed of it is only 24 mph. I didn't notice that either. Interesting. So he's juiced up the speed as well. So the maximum horsepower of this one is 164. Interesting. Whereas this one is 32. Interesting. Not a huge fan of John Deere, to be perfectly honest, but this is an American map, so you know I kind of wanted to get something appropriate. I don't know how many or if there are any JCBs in the US of A. I wouldn't imagine there's too many of them. It's a good tractor, you know, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Something about John Deere, can't quite put my finger on it. I think that's enough juice there. I do like the tinted windows though. And that does actually, you know, add something nice, you know, to it. So we just put away our equipment here. Got plenty of you know, sheds and storage areas on this map. It's pretty cool. So we've got a silage bunker here, which is fairly substantial. We've got sheds here, shed here, got a shed there. We've got sheds there, obviously, or for bales or whatever. We've got one here, which is fairly substantial. Got another one here, and another one here. So you have all there. Now there is a, just on your main farm area, there's a lot. So this is essentially a hayloft. So I wish it would support grass. If I could talk to the modder, I'd ask him to add grass support to this. But it supports hay and straw. This supports pig food, fertilizer, and seed. I'd like him to add lime support to this. That would be great. So Chooks. There's a factory here for I don't know what they call it. Red currants. Fuel. Now you do have to load it up with fuel. I thought there was an indicator on that showing what the capacity was. Maybe he should add that. Maybe there should be like a digital display on this thing, so you could see, you know, what the capacity is of it. Sheds here. Just an object. More sheds. Repair area, but it's not very big. You're not going to be able to get anything substantial, any kind of substantial sized equipment. You're not going to be able to get it in here. But for medium sized equipment, it shouldn't be too bad. Hey OTD, how are you, sir? How are things? I'm not sure what this is. So, not a shed here. So there's plenty of shedding, but this is interesting. Look at the size. I didn't know what this was, but this is a bunker as well. Look at the size of this thing. Holy buckets. This thing is massive. Look at this. Oh, man. I'm thinking maybe you could probably get just a guesstimate. Would you get 5 million liters inside that thing? I don't know. I'd like to see what Julian could do with something like this. I think he could be able to squeeze in 5 million liters into this thing. So there's no, fertilizer silo that I have noticed, anyways. So I put this down. Now it may be there, but I haven't noticed it. I mean, for example, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is functional or anything. Maybe I should try that out and see. Can I Maybe I should try that out there. Let's see. Can I find out if that will fill with anything? So, in terms of your little central hub area, there's plenty of storage space, plenty of visual eye candy. There's a lot there to. You've got water. I've got that added realism thingy installed where water puddles appear. I'm assuming this is what this is. Let's see, can I fill up from the... No, I did try this before, but I'll try it again. Maybe there was a missing script or something around here. Now, obviously that is slurry there, but just behind it. So it would be nice if this was a fill trigger for lime. I don't think it is. So yeah, I'm not getting anything there. But yeah, I think he should probably put I think maybe he should probably put down some kind of baked-in lime silo storage area, or at least have the ability to store lime in one of the silos. That would be helpful. But I mean, it's not a big deal. You can always place the lime silo, but I'm just saying, for convenience, it would be optimal to have to have it baked into the map, as it were. Oh, holy buckets. Yeah, I think Julian could probably get it in there. He's a whiz kid at squeezing every last liter into a silo. I don't know if you guys have heard, but Mr. Lunatic Cam is well on the way to his 10 million liter silage fest. He tuned in a little bit yesterday, and he's got 3 million liters done. He's making progress. He said he was going to be getting some help from Eraserhead 1 to do some of the work. So once he gets close to the old 10 million mark, maybe at 9.5 million, he said he's going to live stream the event, as it were, as he hits the 10 million mark. Oh, hello. Hold on a second. What time is it? Let me save the game there. Food types, wheat, growth. Ooh. So she is ready, my friends. She is ready to rock and roll. Yay! So I suppose we're going to put a headland on this. We knock down the street sign there. Yay! So I'm loving the look and feel of this map. as I've said before, and maybe some of you already know, I'm very fussy when it comes to maps. It has to speak to me, as it were, and this Valley Crest Farm speaks to me. As I said, I was disappointed I had to abandon version 1.3, but luckily enough, a new update came out and fixed at least most of the issues that I had a problem with. And there was a new update today, which fixed a few more issues. So hopefully the map maker keeps up the good work, continues to fix the old scripting problems or missing triggers or production scripts or whatever. It's kind of the issue when you have a map, advanced maps like these with baked-in production facilities. You know, they require a lot of inputs and outputs, and a lot of custom scripting. One second. What did y'all think of today's mods? I'm wondering why we are getting so many trailers as of late. Now I could understand all the slurry tanks and stuff that we've been getting because of the new manure hose system, whatever they kind of call it. For some reason we're getting an inordinate amount of trailers. What the hell? How can they have another full grand tank? He only just started. What the deuce? He literally just bloody started. How could he fill up? Nice ground textures there, see that? Oh, shit. Where the hell am I going? Holy buckets. How the hell can this guy be full up already? And I've just discovered that I only have one bloody trailer. Lord have mercy. So the yield of this field should be... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need any ploughing or liming, so the yield should be 100%. There we go. Oh shit. Holy buckets. I should probably set the cruise control on this now. There we go. I wonder, should have rented another trailer. Interesting. So if I had another trailer, I could pick up the damn straw. I might do that actually. Let's go pick up another trailer. Let's see what's cheap out there. I think I get a cheap trailer. What is a cheap trailer? That's 31,000 liters. That should be enough for right now. That's 29, okay. That was 32. Interesting specs on this vehicle. Oh, don't often do the inside. Oh, don't want to hit the young lady there. So don't often do the in-cab view here, but I used to do it on occasion. I know kind of Virtual Farmer more or less exclusively does this kind of point of view. I've seen Tiny do this quite a bit as well. He seems to like the old in-cab stuff. Not that I'm not a fan. I just don't, I don't use it that often. Not quite sure how to get up here now. I'm probably going to get up here. Am I on the right side of the road here? Does anyone know? I have no idea how you guys drive in the US. Oh, that looks weird. Look at that. Oh, bugger. I have a bloody, got the front weight. Okay. Oh, shit. Let's leave that there for a second and let's empty this guy out over here. Oh, he's still going, okay. Thought he had finished. So I'm gonna have to put a headland at the end there. Okay. Dismiss the worker there. We're gonna go to the top here and put a headland on it. So, I mean, they do have these Lexions in the US, obviously, but, you know, I would say the vast majority of them are the, you know, the yellow Lexions instead of the, you know, the newer ones. It would be nice if we had an official US version of the, you know, the Lexions, the 780s, Lexion 780. The, you know, the proper US configuration, colors and specs. But I decided on this particular harvester because, well, it's faster. You know, the S790, it only goes 19 mph, it's just too slow. So I decided to get this one instead. There we go. So I'm going to start to pick up this straw now. Unfold. Set the cruising speed here to maybe 8, 9 is fine. Turn on the power. There we go. So we'll put the straw into storage. Gonna need it for my animals anyways. Let's get the straw off the bottom here. So once it gets to a certain point, it starts to, you know, kind of slow down and it doesn't load quite as effectively. Turn off, fold. Alright, let's bring this down. We should probably give our single cow some straw. We can get him rocking and rolling here. There we go. There you go, son. So, one of the things I had an issue with was this particular trigger here, but it appears to have been fixed. So, yay! So I'm assuming we're going to have weeds here fairly bloody soon. Unfold. We can feed our chickens with this wheat as well, which is good. Okay, so let's do this. So I believe our hayloft, I believe, can hold 250,000 litres. So what we'll do is we'll fill that up to capacity, and I guess we'll sell the rest. See how we get on here first. The layout of this particular farm area is pretty good as well. You know, everything is in a fairly manageable and kind of compact area. You know, it's a good place, to start off your farm with. That USA Legend map nearly crippled my PC. So much of an FPS hog. Holy buckets, that thing was. I mean, a Ryzen 3700X plus a 20 RTX 2080 couldn't keep up with the GPU power needed for that thing. Holy buckets! It was an absolute beast of a thing. I think it's probably got some performance issues. I don't think that map is very well optimized. Although he was using a lot of custom crop textures and ground textures and lots of custom stuff on the map. Anything past 250,000 litres of straw, I'm going to sell. I'm going to bale it up and sell it. Oh, bugger. Should have seen that. Oh, crap, he's full. Schnitzel. I should probably put the front weight in this. Go. I think the capacity is 500,000 litres. It is. And the straw capacity, as you can see there, is 250,000 litres. The diesel tank holds 10,000. There's 5,000 odd in it. Rightio. So that's 3 loads. Buckets. Lower. Right, so we'll almost finish this field now, at least the harvesting part of it. Just going to clean up these little scraps here. Come on, dude. Whoa, holy buckets. Let's empty this out here. See there that the map is definitely not flat. There's a lot of like rolling hills and undulations, and you know, it's not a boring flat texture. That's for damn sure. There is a huge amount going on in this map to you know, to look at, to see. Lots and lots of stuff. Some very cool items on this map. It's put a lot of work in this map, I have to say. A lot of work. Right, let's go and pick up the rest of the straw here. It's 14.29 in game. We should try and maybe do this a little bit quicker. Speed up the process a little bit. Okay. Turn on. Back in. So this is the 5th load of straw. see what we have. We have 160,000. 170,000 liters there. So we've got another 80,000 to go. So I think I'm going to swap trailers here to get something a bit bigger going on. Buckets. So we got 52,000 plus 24. 52, 62. So we got 76,000 liters of wheat off this particular field. And that was, well, 100%, limed, sprayed, fertilized. The full 9 yards, or the full Monty, or whatever you call it. The whole 9 yards. Maximum yield. $76,117 liters exactly. And we still have one more field to harvest, which is field 24, and that's pretty tiny. It was the smallest field that I owned. And it's not there yet. Hell, I should probably just put that to grass and use it for a grass field. And I may do that. I'm gonna need, a nice amount of grass fairly soon. Grass and hay. I need to start making chaff and silage and all that type of stuff. So to speed up the process here, we're going to go full balls to the wall speed here. This isn't very realistic, but we need to do it. So you can see how much is being left behind because I'm going so bloody fast. It's almost full here. Let's fill this one up as well. Go. Stuff. There we go. Okay, let's leave it at that. So we avoid missing loads of stuff on the ground this time. In. Hit every street sign we possibly get our hands on. Yes. Let's see how much is in here now. 98,000 liters. Okay. The other trailer. I think we might be able to do bales soon enough. Let's hit the street sign here. Boom! Yeah. Oh shit! Holy buckets. Could have been a disaster. I think I've got the maximum capacity here, 250,000. Should have. crop destruction is off. Let's see. Not a fan of crop destruction. Right then, let's see what we get. So the maximum is 250,000, so it's 240. There we go. Yay! I mean, wow, we've got 317 litres left. Holy buckets. 317 litres. Okay. Here. Attach. Let us go get our baler. We're making square bales. Let's try and hit every bloody street sign we can get our hands on again. Oh yeah, love it. All street signs must die. We also have a wrapper there. So once we get into start cutting grass and stuff, we can do silage bales. Fold that baler. Lower. Turn on. There we go. So we should make quick work of this stuff. We have an auto-load trailer as well. So we should poop and scoop these bales pretty damn quickly. Now, if I had purchased or rented the class baler, it would not have missed that little piece there. I find the class baler much more, you know, the area, the pickup head is wider on the class baler than it is on other balers. I find it much more forgiving. That little tiny little piece there. Get every scrap off the field that I can. There we go. So we shall sell these bales once it's done. We're gonna need the money. There we go. Don't know if anybody is going to be streaming tonight or not. Not sure if Virtual Farmer is going to be live or not. We'll have to wait and see. It could be on live on Twitch as many as possible. So during the daytime, there's a few Twitch streamers that I watch. One of them is called Kuby, Khuby. He's a UK farming sim streamer. He's quite good actually. He interacts very well with his viewers. You know, it's quite entertaining. Virtual Farmer popped into his chat earlier today. I suggested to Mr. Virtual Farmer about doing a daytime stream. Unfortunately, he was actually working remotely from home. So we don't have that many, there's not much left here now. Try and get every little last drop of straw off this field here. Try and make as many bales as possible. So we're gonna need some money. I think that's going to be it there. Unload. Full baler. I think that is it, my friends. So now we're going to get our autoload trailer. It's over here. Check the settings on this. Square bales. You. Shit. Shit. Only beeswax buckets. Let's see if I pull the bales out of this baler. Didn't. Bugger. Okay. Thought it might extract the bale that was inside in the baler. And you can forget about your hashtag realism is key. With me, my friends, I do not pick up bloody bales manually. The front loader. Screw that for a game of soldiers. Give me an auto-load trailer, baby. I drive myself mental trying to pick up 100 bales. Oh, I missed that spot there. Really? Only 15 bales? Holy buckets. I thought there was more than that on the field. It's a bit disappointing. Only 15 bales. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Gives me an opportunity to drive around the map and show you guys why I like this map so much. Why it's purdy. And also an opportunity to hit as many street signs as I possibly can. The street signs are evil. I just crashed into the bloody lamppost. See, that's why street signs are evil. They make it crash. So let's just go up here. So this is pretty cool here. There's a tunnel system here. This is pretty awesome. Look at this. I wish when you went through the tunnel here that there would be an echo effect. I think that would be super cool. There was an echo. So right here was one of the reasons why I decided to abandon version 1.3 of this map. This is the barn, and it wasn't working. But as you can see, it's working now. Yay! So I made 4,861 bucks for 15 bales. I mean, that's not too bad, I suppose. So yeah, the barn is now working properly. So yay! I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not sure if that barrier was there before. I wonder, was that added in the update? Maybe not. So if some of this doesn't seem familiar to you, well, it should, because it's essentially, Gold Crest Valley from FS17. At least kind of the town section here is. I mean, it's been modified and changed, but it's more or less Gold Crest. So we should have everything done now at this point. We could probably move our equipment out of the way here. So I do have one more field to harvest, which is the smallest field that I own. So we have 50,000 left in the bank. Okay. So what's the highest price for wheat? Bugger. 611. 674. Central grain elevator is 697. Central grain elevator. The hell is a central grain elevator? So that's the next field we have to do there. So you can see how much of grass is around this area. I was thinking of converting this to grass, right? And then I can mow this entire area. And I could probably chop down the trees. So I'd be able to go up here and around and, you know, convert this into wood or make pallets out of it or something, you know. There's a lot of different options I could do there with these bloody trees. I wonder how many I would cut down though. There's an absolute butt ton of trees around here. Let's save the game here, just in case I screw things up. Central grain elevator. Central grain elevator. Let us get all this stuff off the field here, so I can eventually, I'll be able to start to replant this field. Let's just move this stuff over here for now. Good turning radius on this tractor. Bit bloody slidey though, slippy and slidey this thing. Shite. Bloody barrier. So we've got a bale inside in there. Probably two of them. Still have to wait for all this grass to grow. We're going to be getting weeds eventually. So yeah, I'm seriously thinking about chopping or converting this field into grass. Chopping all these damn trees here so we can have just this big area here just for cutting grass. There's a lot of potential here for all the way up around here. Get rid of all these trees in this area. Chop them all down. Here as well, so that's area there to convert into a huge grass field. More street signs. More street signs. Let's check the soil composition of our fields here. 15 needs to be plowed. I'm not sure what happened there. 12 and 14 need some juice applied to them. There's my sulky spreader. Okay, so I need to do 15, 14, and 12. So 15, 14, and 12. Oh, Mr. Julian Hall, the FS19 consultant, is now live on YouTube. So actually, I'm going to be finishing up here fairly shortly. So I'm just going to finish off the spraying of these two fields here. And I'll end. I think I'll end my stream. And you guys can go and check out Mr. Julian Haw on YouTube. He's on the PS4. He's currently on Alien Jim's new map, doing God's work over there. Right then, so we have one more field to do. So that's done. So field 12 is next. I should take a couple of squirts of juice here. Should be done. And yeah, we should be in very good condition then. Let's see, we're almost finished here now. I think that's it. Just check that there. It is. And I've just done 15 as well, even though it says it needs to be. It says it needs to be plowed for some reason. That might have been happened when I updated the map. That's not a big deal. It's a minor thing. We'll just park this up here and we'll save the game here. So we'll just check our stuff here. Okay, so everything is fully fertilized. As you can see there, we're going to have to plow this field, and then we're going to have to replant it. But yeah, everything is pretty much done now. So we have one more field to harvest here. These are all growing soybeans. We're probably going to put soybeans down on this again. We are going to save the game. And then we are going to quit the game. And there you go, my friends. I shall be calling that a stream. So yeah, if you guys want to go and check out Mr. Julian Haw, the FS19 consultant on console, he is streaming at the moment. I'm sure others will be streaming as well fairly shortly. But for right now, my friends, for myself, we're going to say take care, bye bye.